don't know. We'll find out. That's why you play the game. We've got to quickly be able to turn the page and get our chin up. Butler's got to do the same thing. And we understand that we're facing a very aggressive team that's really well put together and plays together. So it's not going to be easy, but it's a schedule that we have, and it's the type of league that we're in, and we're thankful for that. But it doesn't make our job any easier on Saturday.
What's the response you've seen from the guys post-Villanova, and what's been your message?
Well, I think we've had two really hard days of practice, but we ultimately get judged on what happens Saturday at 2 o'clock. So I'd like to think that some habits were corrected. I'd like to think that we're going to play better offensively together, and that remains to be seen. Our leadership has to step up in times of adversity. That could be an 8-0 run by the other team. That could be a knockout punch they tried to deliver to start the game or start the second half like they did like Villanova did against us. So I'd like to see some resiliency.
But in fairness, that was kind of an anomaly for you guys, at least in recent history, the way you shot the other night. I mean, you can't get too worked up over the one game, can you?
No, you can't get worked up on the result, but you can certainly get worked up what led to the result. And so, my thing isn't, we go whatever we go from three, it's do we generate good shots from three. And I don't believe that we did that really from start to finish. If we get better shots, if we get higher percentage shots, then our percentages are going to go up. And that's the biggest thing that we need to do offensively. And I thought for a while we had made some improvement, and we had, but we really regressed against a really good team on their floor.
The stat sheet show that when you score at least 70 and you shoot at least 40%, you're unbeaten. Are those targets, or are they just arbitrary numbers?
I don't know if they're arbitrary numbers. That's not what we target. Again, we target trying to get good shots for one another, Ken, and then go and get second shots. But I think in 3 losses that we've had, the theme's been the same, in that our offense has been disjointed, and over time, it's worn on us on the defensive end. We don't play with the same intensity. We start letting the results on offense affect how we play defense, and good teams don't do that, and so we've got to learn from those experiences.
But you've had success against Butler, certainly in your career recently. Last year you had success there at Hager. Why is your team, I know it's a different year, why have you done so well against that program specifically?
Well, number one, we respect the heck out of Butler. I think, when you play them, they look different sometimes. They look different than Villanova, Georgetown. But what people don't measure is what's inside your jersey and what side's in your chest. And whether it's Coach Holtman, Brad Stevens, you name it, they always play together. They never beat themselves. They fight for every loose ball. And I think our players respect that and understand that, and have to match that in order to beat them.
It's a rivalry. I mean, it's cool if you look back and see how you've trailed each other through all these different conferences.
Yeah.
It's kind of unlike any other situation, maybe anywhere.
It's wild because, as a player, I remember going against those guys, and we were all in the MCC,
yeah.
And I'd like to say that I was a high caliber player and I was playing in the Big East, but I wasn't. I was playing in a lowly league that only got 1 or 2 NCAA tournament bids if they were lucky. So it's been a cool rise for both programs, and the fact that both teams are ranked in the top 20 says an awful lot about the commitment each school's made.
Coach, I know Miles has been around the program for a long time. Obviously, his role is different this year. Who's the guy on your team right now that you kind of look to as the guy that says, guys, come on, let's get this going?
I look to a lot of guys, and unfortunately to this point at times, those guys aren't looking back. And what we had in James Farr and Remy Abel, and at times Miles Davis a year ago, has plagued our team in real times of adversity. And so we've got to find that. And that's my challenge, is to bring that out of a few guys. I can tell you who I think they are or who they should be, but that remains to be seen.